I wanted to do a video today on boundaries, and I tried doing this video a while ago. I want to say maybe, I don't know, about a month or so ago, and I'm not sure why, but it just wasn't uploading. I was having a hard time uploading it. But so the video I wanted to do is on boundaries, and so one of the things that I just felt like God had revealed to me recently, within the past couple of months or so, um, was this thing about boundaries. And so just, when to set boundaries, and how to set boundaries, and just really struggling with, feeling like bad about setting boundaries, or different situations and scenarios and in my life. And so one of the things that had come to me, I was just praying about it, and I don't remember the situation offhand now that occurred, but there was a situation that came up, and I was really struggling with making a decision, and it was around this topic of boundaries. And I took it to prayer and just really prayed on it and asked God for direction. And so one of the things I just wanted to share in this video is, what the response that I felt like God had put on my heart with boundaries. And so I just wanted to share that. So one of the things that I felt like the Lord brought to my mind was in Genesis, and it's in Genesis chapter 1. And it says, "Then God said, 'Let there be light. Let there be a space between the waters to separate the waters of the heavens from the waters of the earth.'" And it happened, and that is what happened. God made this space to separate the waters of the earth from the waters of the heaven, and God called the space sky. And evening passed, and morning came, marking the second day. Then God said, "Let the waters beneath the sky flow together into one place, so the ground may appear. So dry ground may appear." And that is what happened. God called the dry ground land, and the water seas. And God saw that it was good. And going further down into that chapter, verse 14, it says, "Then God said, 'Let lights appear in the sky to separate the day from the night. Let them be signs to mark the seasons, days, and years. And let these lights in the sky shine down on the earth.' And that is what happened. God made two great lights, the larger one to govern the day, the day, and the smaller one to govern the night. He also made the stars. God set these lights in the sky to light the earth, to govern the day and the night, and to separate the light from the darkness. And God saw that it was good." So, just keeping an eye on my dog. See her? Where is she? Where are you? Cinnamon! If you hear a lot of noise in the background, just outside in my backyard. But so one of the things that God revealed to me, I felt, was this, one of the first things that God had created is boundaries. And I was just fascinated by this idea when I realized that that fact. Like I said, there was something that I was contemplating about a month or so ago, a couple weeks ago, and I wasn't sure in which direction to go, or maybe I was sure in which direction to go, but I was really struggling with the decision because it's centered around this thing of boundaries. And so, when I took it to prayer, it was just like God just saying to me, this is good, like when God created the heavens and the earth, you know, he said it is good. When he created the land and the waters, and he separated them, he said it was good. And when you think of like land markers as boundaries, you know, it was good. And that was one of the things that just God revealed to me, was that, you know what, these are one of the first things he ever created is boundaries. And so it's very important to know when to set boundaries and how to set boundaries, and most importantly, not to feel bad about setting boundaries. Boundaries are a good thing, you know, because if you think about, you know, when we set boundaries around our property, or, you know, for example, you know, a fence, or Cinnamon, get over here. You know, like God, it's good. Like right now, I'm in my backyard and yelling at my dog, but there's a fence around my backyard, and the reason for the fence is so that the dog doesn't get out, and that, you know, nobody comes in that's not supposed to be here, and she doesn't get out, and she doesn't hurt anyone, and she doesn't get hurt herself. So and that's a physical boundary. And I think it's very important to know that, you know, it's okay, you know, just to be aware of the fact that, you know, God has created boundaries. He placed them, he put them in their proper place as an example for us to know that, you know, like, this is okay. And just like there's physical boundaries, we need to have, you know, personal boundaries, you know, in place, so that we're protected from, you know, people coming in, you know, that shouldn't come in, or, you know, bad stuff coming in, or bad, you know, going, you know, doing things that we shouldn't be doing, that we know isn't right. And so I just wanted to share that, you know, I don't know if, you know, it was on my heart that I wanted to share it a couple months ago. And like I said, I made the video, I tried uploading it a couple times, and it never uploaded, and I had a hard time uploading it, and I just didn't want to let it go. You know, I just wanted to just make the video, and I don't feel like it's coming out as you know, as fresh as it did when it just, you know, recently happened. But anyway, I just wanted to share that, and hope that helped someone. I know that it helped me. And all right, take care. Bye.